Hello guys, welcome back to more Stokelona on the Force 9's YouTube channel, continuing the Stoke City save on Football Manager 2016. It's April 2017, coming to the close of the second season. This just in, I will be doing one more year with Stoke, which should see us through to the end of the year, and then the start of 2016 I'll have something new planned. But over the next week or two I'm going to be sort of going through some options for our next save, and then by the end, I would say by the, I don't know, 2 weeks from today, let's say, so Christmas Day, Boxing Day, so by Christmas Day hopefully I'll have a poll set up for some options for my next save. Now I've got a few options as a lower league management in England, management abroad, which is also lower league. I've got an idea for a creative club to do, but I'm not sure what I need for that, so I'm not sure if what I can do for that's available or not, because it involves more databases, but I don't know if I can do that with a creative club. But yeah, a few ideas floating around. I do want to get into network gaming next year as well, so if that's something that interests you, if you want to work with another YouTuber, then let me know. That's it really. Getting into the video though, today's game, just the one game today. I've been doing a lot of double live comes because we had the West Ham Capital One Cup semi-final, which we lost, and then we had the Dortmund and Sporting games in the Europa League. We got to the last 16. Sporting knocked us out in the last episode 4-2 on aggregate. It was a valiant effort, but we went out at the last 16 stage, and Sporting have moved on to PSV Eindhoven in the quarterfinals. But our focus is back on the league, and last time it was looking a bit bleak, but it was very tight. We're looking a bit better now. We played our game in hand off screen, which was against Fulham, and I think we were unbeaten in those off screen games. I think 4 games. I think we had 2 wins and 2 draws. I'm not quite sure. I'll have a look in a minute. But that has put us in 6th place, and we could go 5th if we can beat Southampton at Samaria today. Spurs are 2 points ahead of us and have played a game more, and they lost 4-1 to Arsenal in the lunchtime kickoff at home as well. Went down to 10 men. Harry Kane scored, but then Arsenal scored 4. Icardi, Schürrle, Cazorla and Ozil getting the goals. So we could capitalise and we could go 5th if we can beat Southampton here. And Southampton aren't having the best of seasons. They're down in 13th place. Not a positive goal difference, but down in 13th. And we could make ground. I think top 4 is probably it's still mathematically possible, but I think it is a bit out of our reach. 11 points behind Chelsea in 4th place. It's doable, but it's going to be a very tall order with only 6 games left to play. So that's it really. But then going a bit further down, it's still very much tight in that top half, but only 5 points ahead of Newcastle, who are in 9th. And we are 8 ahead of 10th place Watford. So I think we're well in that top half, but I think we could still finish anyway in that top 10. But I'm hoping that we can stay around the 5th, 6th mark and retain Europa League football for our final season. We're going to try and make that next push and try and break into that top 4. You've got that top 5 block there from Man City down to Spurs. Man United have dropped out of that a bit and they're behind us now. We just overtook them with a win against Norwich. But we very much want to be part of that group and we want to try and cement that status, I think. So let's go through the games off screen. So I was correct. In fact, we played 5 games off screen. I lied. 3 wins and 2 draws. So today we're facing Southampton. And then we've got 3 games off screen. And then in the next video, which probably won't be until Tuesday, because tomorrow, or the day up at that Sunday, I'm doing a full shift at work, and then we have our works Christmas party. So I won't be able to film that day because I literally will not be at home at all that day. And then Monday, I'm not sure what I'm doing. So you probably won't see a video until Tuesday after today, which is a bit of a shame. But I think I did get 5 videos out this week, which I'm happy with. So let's have a look at these games then. So after the defeat to Sporting over 2 legs, Ménez, of course, suffered a bad injury in that one. He's going to miss the rest of the season with a hamstring injury, which is a huge shame. But we went to the Hawthorns, playing West Brom, and we won 3-1. Mami Diouf getting 2 goals in this game. He's back to good form now. Very happy with how he's doing. 2 goals in this game. 36th minute. Got his second just before the hour mark. West Brom pulled one back through Araujo. I don't know. Whatever. And then we sealed the win 3-1. Ryan Shawcross 6 minutes from time, getting the 3rd goal. Very pleased with this performance. We defended really well. And Shawcross getting a goal, of course. And Shaqiri and Gutierrez, we controlled the midfield really well. Diarra had a good game. Much has been playing well. So I've gone with those two central midfielders, and Diarra sitting just behind as a defensive midfielder with two wingers and then a striker. It's worked well, so we are going to stay with it. Then we had another away game. We went to Craven Cottage playing Fulham, who are rooted to the bottom of the table. Fulham rooted to the bottom of the Premier League table. Pretty boring game this one. A few shots, but finishing wasn't great. Each team with only one shot on target, and we scored with ours. Mahmoud Youth getting his third goal in 2 games. Played well. Affley set it up, but other than that, we didn't do very well. Vimmer has been playing well, and Ben Davies had put in a good shift in defence. So it's been going well in that respect. So yeah, happy with that. And then we were at home to Watford, who how did we do against Watford earlier in the season? Because I got a feeling they caused us some problems. They beat us 4-2, so Watford have been a bit of a issue this season. 2-2 draw at home. I started Jordan Rhodes in this match. Reason being, I believe Diouf was injured, was he? Where's Diouf? So why did I play Rhodes and not Diouf? But Diouf must have been either in poor form or injured. One of those two. Oh, yeah, it must be. Yeah, so we played Jordan Rhodes, gave him a bit of game time because Crouch wasn't performing. Of course, we had Ménez out with his injury. Zarate hasn't scored nearly as many as Rhodes has. And Rhodes has actually started playing. So, yeah. Watford took the lead in this game. Craig Cathcart scored. And then Jordan Rhodes scored in the 18th minute. Converted a penalty in the second half to give him 2 goals in this game. And then Troy Deeney scored in the 82nd minute to make it 2-2. So a bit of a shame that we could only get a point. But good to see Jordan Rhodes finally scoring goals. And Affley with another assist. I'm happy with that. But Jack Butland, suspect in goal is the word I'll say. He was different class against Sporting. He scored like a 9.3 or something. But he seems to have games where he just seems to sort of... I don't know what he does, but yeah, it just seems to make bad errors at bad times. And it's kind of annoying. So I'm not sure I will keep Butland, but if I get a big offer for him, clubs are interested in Jack Butland, believe me. Man City have made bids for him in the summer. And if that happens again, if I get, like 30 plus million, then I may look at selling him and may look at getting in a new goalkeeper. So there's definitely things I'm looking at in the summer. People are going to get sold. And big names as well. So look out for that. Arnautovic, by the way, has already gone. I have not talked about my outgoings at all in January. I talked about the guys I'd signed. But I didn't actually go through myself. So Arnautovic has gone to LA Galaxy. And Volskite has also gone somewhere. I forget where though. But yeah. Next game was an away game against Crystal Palace. Another draw, 1-1 this time. And Jordan Rhodes with another goal. 3 goals in 2 games for him, much like Diouf. In the previous game, he was back on the bench for this game. I know why he was missing. He was travelling with the international squad, his Senegal squad. He was travelling for international duty, so he was unavailable, so we started Jordan Rhodes. And he scored in this game as well. But Palace, with a late equaliser, Bakary Sakho in the 92nd minute, made it 1-1. So again, couldn't keep a clean sheet. Ben Davies got the assist in this one. Diarra did well in the defensive midfield. And Gutierrez playing well as well. 1-1 draw there. And then we hosted Norwich. Jordan Rhodes, another goal. So that's 3 games in a row that he scored. He is going to start today, absolutely. Took a while to get it though. Norwich were leading for quite a while. Charlie Austin in the 38th minute. But we came from behind. 2 goals in the last 8 minutes. Rhodes on 82 minutes. And then Crouch on 88 minutes from the bench. We went for a really attacking formation at the end. We had 3 strikers, literally 3 strikers, no wing players. We literally had a 4-3-3 with Rhodes, Diouf and Crouch up front. And Crouch got the winner in the 88th minute. Probably deserved. Norwich didn't put away a lot of their chances. But yeah, very happy with this. And Shawcross did very well in defence. Shaqiri with an assist. So yeah, very good. Yeah, happy with that. So as I said, the table is okay. We're sitting in 6th. Let's get on with the game then. We're away at Southampton, who are a fair bit lower than us. 3 games played so far, and a win, a draw, and a defeat at the moment. And as for today's team, I don't think we're going to change it very much because this team is doing well. I'm going to make one change. We're going to bring in Jenkinson at right back because Debussy hasn't done all that well. We're going to keep Oviedo on this left, but I think we're going to have him as a defensive winger just because we're away from home. But other than that, I think we'll leave it at that. Everyone else is sort of playing fairly well. So yeah, that's that. Let's just go through those outgoings because a fair few players have gone. I mean, all these frees and loans and stuff as well. So James Bree's gone on over for a few different spells, and he's actually been doing quite well. So Jeff Cameron went to Copenhagen. I think I've already done that. So Arnautovic went to LA Galaxy on a free. Volsky went to Celtic on a free. That's where he went. McManaman was given a release. Chris Commons was given a release, and a bunch of youngsters were given their release. And Given has gone now as well, so he's probably going to be retiring in a couple of months. So we'll submit that team, which you saw before. They're going for victory for Stoke because Southampton have been struggling at home apparently. What is their team? So Fraser Forster, Ryan Bertrand, Issy McMirian, Van Dijk, Cedric, Tadic, Ward-Prowse, Classy, Antonio Valencia, Roa, and Sadio Mane. No Graziano Pella. I wonder where he is. Matt Targett is on the bench, a player that we almost signed. It was a toss-up between him and Ben Davis. And then Targett suffered an injury, so we went with Davis. And he hasn't done too badly so far. Jay Rodriguez is on the bench, Van Yama's on the bench, Stephen Davis, James McCarthy, I think that is, and Gaston Ramirez. So where is Graziano Pella? Does he still play for them? I'm just going to have a look at this, because it's intrigued me. He is still playing for Southampton. He's got an ankle injury, so he is not available for today's game. And there's our team: Butland, Davis, Wimmer, Shawcross, Jenkinson, Diarra, Oviedo, March, Gutierrez, Shaqiri and Rhodes. And the bench: Muniesa, Debussy, Kirchhoff, Diouf, Affalay, Andreas Pereira and Peter Crouch. So team talk, revenge on the cards. I think worked out why our possession was so bad and why we were losing the ball so much. I've been using roam from positions and passing has been a lot better. We're getting sort of over 70% pass completion. So that seems to be working well with a slightly lower tempo. I've been going normal mainly, and not going so direct. Even though it's a philosophy of ours, it doesn't work that well. So I'm thinking of asking for that philosophy to be removed. The only other one we have is to sign and develop young players. I think develop players using the youth system, which is on the way up. We improved it at the start of the season, so yeah, we're looking good in the youth recruitment front. Even though we only have a couple of decent players in our youth intake, everyone else is rubbish. But I have got a fair few players. Shaqiri rattles the post with a free kick there. We have got a few players that are signing. Well, by a few, I mean I think I've signed about 10, maybe. They weren't all expensive players though. They're all less than $1 million. So, and we have the transfer budget to deal with it. So, yeah, there's going to be a fair few players coming in the next transfer window. Going to see Shaqiri's free kick again here. Rattled the upright with the free kick. Good one. And we are just edging it possession-wise. So our pass completion, as you can see, 76% is good. We're going to take a more structured shape. And we're going to counter because we're away from home. Let's see if we can break the deadlock at St Mary's. Shaqiri moving forward here. He's still going, but he's got a very few players ahead of him. Stoke playing kind of defensive. And Jenkinson's through here. Cuts inside his player. Goes for a shot, and it was away with effort. But coming up to half-time now. Still 0-0. Just a one shot on target for each. Mane with a potential effort coming here. And again, that was terrible. Shooting has been bad so far by both teams. Newcastle are taking the lead against Palace. Half-time. I don't want to go... Actually, no, we are going to go for revenge. They must have beaten us earlier in the season. So let's see if we can break a deadlock here. Second half underway. Here is Valencia. So far, haven't been too impressed. 11 shots, only one on target. I mean, Jordan Rose is the reason for that. I'm going to make him advance forward. Maybe going poach it isn't right. And Shaqiri's been playing as a winger mainly, so we're going to change him back to a winger. It was the coaches that said that he's better as an inside forward, and that's what he should be playing. But he's been okay as a winger at the moment, so we'll leave him as it is. And Southampton on the attack again here. Valencia to Roa. Mane's through. There's the goal. It was coming. There's been a lot of shots, and it's about time one winning, really. Quite good, actually. Didn't want a 0-0 draw. Coming close to the end of the season. But so far, I've been pretty disappointed. I'm going to go attacking, actually, because obviously counter's not working. We're not having enough of the ball to be able to attack. Jenkinson to Gutierrez, and the ball was cut out by Bertrand. March blocks the shot there. Not a great pass by Van Dijk. Cedric to Tadic. Here's Classy to Mane again. He's already got one goal. Is he going to add to that? No, he's not. Not there anyway. Right, we're on an hour. I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to put two strikers up there. I'm going to take off Much because he's disappointed me today. We're going to bring on Crouch, and we're going to make him a target man on attack. We're going to pump the ball into the box. We're going to go a bit more direct, but we're still going to run from positions. Hopefully the possession won't be affected too much. It's gone down a bit. It's less than 70, but it's better than it has been. You know, we've been misplacing sort of up to 100 passes in some games, and that's just not acceptable. Ménez through on goal here, and Butler makes the save, forces a corner. This happened against Norwich though. We were behind for a long time, and we got 2 goals late in the game to get a win. Ward-Prowse here, the shot was blocked, and Crouch now with the option to attack, and Shaqiri to Jenkinson now. Jordan Rhodes to Gutierrez. Crouch doesn't get on the end of it. It's cleared as far as Ben Davis. Wimmer, that's a great ball. Now Gutierrez passes back out to Ben Davis, trying to work from the left flank here, and that was a poor pass. And Mane, is he from goal here? Butland makes another save. We're making another change. So Rhodes has got to come off. He hasn't been doing well today. So I'm going to put Diouf on. We'll make Diouf the target man, and we'll make Crouch a Trekatista. And we need to get a win here, guys. Come on. Let's push up the pitch a bit more. We are pumping the ball into the box. We're going to shoot on sight as well. But oh god, there's 10 minutes left. What else can we do? Right, we're gonna put even more players up. Pereira, inside forward, on attack. He's on attack. He's on attack. He's on attack. We're not going to go overload just yet, I think. Get stuck in. Close down more. Let's try that. We're running out of time. Classy to Rower. Ward-Prowse. Back to Classy now. To Cedric on the right back. J. Rodriguez. Classy. Blocked by Mame Diouf. He needs support. Crouch. No. Easy Matt. Gets on the end of it. Back to the goalkeeper. That was a short pass to Izamat again. Rower. Wimmer has to clear that. He does. Back to Virgil now. Cedric to Classy. To Ward-Prowse. Diarra. Blocks it. Crouch. Diouf. Oh, first touch was awful there. Right, we've got to go overload now. 82 minutes played. Highly structured. Going to take more risks. There's nothing else we can do. Right, Van Dijk's injured. There's only injury time left. It's still only 1-0. Now Diouf has got a thigh injury. That's not what we need. It looks like, well, Rhodes has failed to score. And it looks like it's going to be full time here any minute, any second. There it is. It's a 1-0 defeat, which stinks. We could have made ground on Spurs there. We could have overtaken Spurs. But it didn't happen for us. Wimmer did well. Diarra and Gutierrez did well controlling the midfield. But this finishing was just not good. So coming up, Diouf is out for 2 weeks, 15th of April, so that will keep him out for probably the Swansea and Newcastle games. I'd hope he'd be back for the West Ham game. First defeat in a while actually. We were unbeaten in 5 league games. We didn't lose off screen, so that's not bad. I suppose that defeat was kind of coming. So only 3 games to play off screen: Swansea, Newcastle, and West Ham, and then we end the season with 2 away games, which is difficult. Leicester and Manchester United. Where are Leicester in the league? Leicester are down in 16th, and they are not safe. So they are still going to be relegation threatened, probably, when we get to the... what's their stadium called? Oh, King Power, isn't it? Yeah, that King Power Stadium. It's not there, but yeah. Take my word for it. And then Man United, you know, they're still very much trying to get into that top 6, and we're facing them at Old Trafford, which is going to be a very difficult game. So hopefully we'll pick up some points in those 3 games off screen, so that we do actually have a bit of ground on Man United, like a bit of a safety net. That's what I'm aiming for with those 3 games off screen, and then hopefully with Leicester and Man United, we can pick up at least 2 points. I'd probably want to go for a draw in each. If we can beat Leicester, fantastic, but I think if we can get at least 2 points, I'll be happy with that. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video though. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below and leave any comments you'll make. And if you want to see more videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. That's going to do it for this video. one more season after this, so there'll be a video going out on Tuesday, and then I'll just try and go through pre-season as quickly as I can. It might take a couple of days, it always does. But yeah, that's going to be it. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.